Guys, Wolf Gaming, and today we are reacting to 10 things you don't want to know about fast food, made by Mindshop. It's made 3 days ago. It's got 301,633 views. It's 11 minutes and 3 seconds, so you should be able to find it. And you might want to pause the video now, because if you're pairing a device to see that full video and this video, do it in 3, 2, 1, stop. Never mind. Alright, now we're ready.
Number 10. 100 cows. Many fast food chains are known for being fast and dirty, and that is exactly what they are. The hamburger patties they make and sell are created in huge factories from ground meat and other mystery ingredients. The cow goes in and many burgers come out. Almost. Instead of one cow, it's most likely a herd of cows. They're shipped in, slaughtered, and then picked apart for the good pieces of meat like steaks and other delicacies. Then the rest is ground into burger meat, en masse. Do you see the issue here? Over 100 cows can potentially be mixed into a single burger. If one of those cows is contaminated or infected in any way, then all of the meat from the cows will risk being contaminated and becoming infected. This could lead to widespread pandemics across the country. Fortunately, every item on the menu gets a lovely chemical bath to kill off all those nasty germs. So the chance of pandemic is pretty low. Sorry for scaring you there. Number 9. Perfect nuggets. Ever wonder how nuggets always have a perfect shape? Well, those organic looking nuggets really come from a paste made from different parts of chickens. The chicken meat, seasonings, and a good amount of chicken skin are mashed together into a paste, mixed with filler, formed, shaped, battered, cooked, and sold to eagerly awaiting customers as nuggets. That nasty pink gel that you've probably seen images of in vegan advertising is a myth and has no part in nugget production. Well, at least not in the McDonald's nugget process. The factories mold the mashed up chicken into 4 shapes: the boot, which vaguely resembles Italy, the bone that could almost pass for a dog treat, the ball, which is nothing but a circle. What part of a chicken is circular? But besides the point, there's also the bell, which seems more fitting to Taco Bell than Mickey D's. And next time you order the nuggets at your favorite fast food joint, you will most likely be haunted by the image of pink goo pouring out of a pipe. But rest assured, the McDonald's nuggets are not made that way. Number 8. The 115-mile rule. Do you think you see fast food joints everywhere you go? Well, in the mainland USA, there are McDonald's everywhere. Literally everywhere. In fact, the farthest you can possibly be from the Golden Arches is 115 miles. Maybe there should be a tourist destination at the farthest point from McDonald's in the continental USA. Hell, they could even make a commemorative McDonald's on the spot. Jokes aside, in the USA there are only 5,600 hospitals, while there are over 14,000 McDonald's. With numbers like that, it'll probably be faster to drive to the local McDonald's and use their first aid kit than to actually go to a hospital. When your brand covers an entire nation and literally everyone recognizes it, you have immense market coverage. Must be a thing of beauty to control a market like that,
That's true, I live in the USA.
Number 7. Subway on the rise. Imagine eating your lunch while dangling your legs over the edge of a scaffold 50 floors above the ground. The world's highest subway was made out of a shipping container and did just that. Subway, always keen to show off, created a restaurant that was able to scale the World Trade Center along with the workers during the construction of it. As the scaffolding went up, Subway was there, feeding the workers just what they wanted. A nice submarine sandwich right at the top of the world. This restaurant was one of the 4 pods that moved up the building with the workers. The idea was to provide a decent and handy lunch for the workers, thus eliminating the time it would take to leave the building site during meal breaks. The most popular pod was probably the bathroom, which of course was used to release everyone's sandwiches to the ether. The restaurant was made out of a large shipping container which was then hoisted with hydraulic legs as the building was raised higher and higher. The container was entirely yellow except for a Subway logo and American flag, proudly displayed upon the side of the container just in case anyone forgets what country they're in. Sadly, the mobile restaurant was a glorious flop, only ever selling an average of 90 of its 200 sandwiches a day quota required to break even, crafting a loss of $180,000 to the construction contractor. But how cool is sauntering over the scaffold you just welded to order your chicken teriyaki sandwich from over 1,000 feet in the air? Number 6. Brain drain. Your brain on junk food brings up hideous images of drug avoidance ads, doesn't it? Well, it is proven that junk food has a slew of harmful effects on cognitive function. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that when healthy people eat junk food for 5 days in a row, they perform more poorly in cognitive tests that measure attention, speed, and mood. They found that eating junk food for 5 straight days both decreases your brain power and negatively affects your outlook on day-to-day activities. This probably comes from the fact that eating unhealthy or downright toxic food can cause inflammation in the hippocampus, the area of the brain focused on memory and emotions. If this swelling happens often enough, it can lead to an increased risk of dementia. A study conducted at Brown University also shows that an excess of fatty foods in the diet can lead to a significant increase of insulin in the brain, just like type 2 diabetes. Excess insulin floating around in their heads leads to a resistance to insulin, which in turn can lead to a decrease in mental processing power and the ability to recall memories, thus leading to dementia. Breaking news: fast food is bad for you. Number 5. Crappy drinks. A frighteningly large number of soda fountains tested in one study from Virginia found that most were positive for E. coli, a nasty little type of bacteria found in poop. This bacteria is dangerous for consumption and is one of the main reasons eating uncooked meat is a bad idea. E. coli is being responsible for both sickness and even death when found in water supplies, as the quick dispersal system allows it to infect hundreds of people a day. With that being said, all bacteria is not bad, and in fact most bacteria is benign, meaning it does nothing. Our bodies are designed to cope with bacteria naturally, and often bacteria is helpful for human digestive systems. But E. coli is particularly dangerous, so much so that the US Environmental Protection Agency requires all drinking water to test negative for E. coli, meaning that the finding of this virus on so many fountain drink dispensers is of considerable concern. A good tip for what to look for when you go to a restaurant with self-serve soda fountains: look up the ice chute. If there's mold visible in there, it's a pretty good indication that the cleanliness and hygiene of the rest of the restaurant is not the greatest. A bonus tip: the study also concluded to avoid ordering anything from the McCafe machines. Most staff don't know how to properly clean the machines, so as a result, they end up grimy and gross. Number 4. Undying Patty. Edward Neitz and Casey Dean are the proud owners of a rather odd item, a 20-year-old McDonald's hamburger. They bought it for their friends as teenagers, only their friend never arrived to eat it. Naturally, they decided to keep it indefinitely until he showed up. Even today, 20 years later, the burger shows no signs of molding, despite being rock hard and solid after years of being padlocked in a wooden box. The friends put a strangely catchy song called Free the Burger on SoundCloud that outlines the patty's history. It is truly a work of art with serious undertones of humor. There are also countless other stories of similar, yet usually less entertaining burgers and food out there, but virtually none of them have a song written about them. Anyways, what's important here is a hamburger bought over 2 decades ago has no signs of deterioration. Open food should never last more than maybe a couple weeks, never mind 2 decades. Mold and bugs deem this hamburger to be non-edible. Why are thousands of humans eating this every day? Food, or should I say non-food, for thought. Number 3, on the subject of patties. Warning: those gorgeous grill marks that are perfect on every burger you order are probably fake. Have you ever seen the grills? They're smooth. There's literally no way that the grills in a fast food restaurant could make dark, crisp lines on a patty. Grilling is a method of cooking that involves a dry heat applied to a surface of food, commonly from above or below. It is impossible on a heated flat surface to produce parallel grill lines. The closest they could do is an even darkening of the entire surface of the patty. Those lines are usually either airbrushed or branded on as part of the production process in the factory. Hamburger patties come to the store pre-cooked and branded beforehand. There's usually no cooking in store, it's just a reheating. Here's a fun fact: most fast food burgers take about 38 seconds to cook from frozen. This is achieved by using a 2-sided 425° Fahrenheit grill surface with, once again, no grilling bars. Number 2, warmed or stale warmed. How is it possible for fast food restaurants to produce hot food in a couple of minutes? Surely it should take at least 10 to 20 minutes to properly heat up, right? Well, this one's really simple. The heating drawer is a staple in pretty much all fast food establishments and are used for the noble act of giving customers a lightning fast service. The customer walks in and orders a common item or staple. The staffer picks the item out of the heating drawer, throws it on the grill for a handful of seconds, and gives it to the customer. Easy peasy, and avoids wasting everyone's valuable time of cooking a whole new meal from ingredients. This allows customers to order and have their food served in an extremely efficient manner. All fast food establishments have a procedure that identifies the length of time food can sit in the heater drawer before serving, ensuring it is always served relatively fresh. Sadly, it is much easier to just reset the timer than it is to throw out the food and cook a new one. The prevention for this is simple. When you go in, ask for a fresh burger or one with a special requirement of toppings. Most staff members will be happy to make you a fresh burger. That is, if you're alright with waiting and still want to eat fast food after watching this list. Number 1. A side of toxins. This one's also pretty simple. In the mornings and afternoons, pretty much the entire building is cleaned with very strong chemicals. Every surface is cleaned and scoured to ensure an extreme level of cleanliness and hygiene. Important, right? Well, consider this. It's pretty much impossible to not consume these cleaning products if you're one of the first visitors to show up after a cleanup. They're in the food even before it makes its way to your hands. The grill and fryers are especially covered in cleaning products, leaving you no escape. In order to avoid consuming harsh toxic chemicals, enter the establishment during or shortly after peak hours, so that all the previous customer masses are the ones who soak up the chemicals and not you.
Whoa! And that was not much. Well, yeah. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, subscribe to Mindchop. He's pretty good. I haven't yet, but I probably am after this video. But yeah, be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys next time. Bye.